una kushe una kabo na friton na salon. This is not the MPPA hour where they come out to from the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs. And today na SLBC radio na FM 100 and na SLBC television when they watch. So right now, anytime when they na this country, this na the MPP hour and me where they bring to unu and then Mukhtar Tijanko and then the committee J Code. Today, we continue to look at women in strategic positions in governance. Women, we all then allege you position them for make this country go before and let better go follow we all. But before that, I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the Minister of Political and Public Affairs, Madam Nani Thomas, and the Deputy, Mr. Ahmed Femi Mansouri, and of course the PS, Mr. Israel Jigba, and all the members of staff for convey with condolence to the ruling party whether the APC under the able leadership of His Excellency President Ernest Baikoma for the Boku die we don't reach the party. We get people that we lost until they die, they may not hold important position that the party and of course that the country. People like Honorable Leslie Patrick Bob Allen, we until he died in have been one of the last of the APC founding titans them, and of course he was also a former member of parliament in the APC government in those days. And we get Honorable Dr. Tara Koroma in the member of parliament at Onkoledi district in Sedondai. Then we get Haji Dr. Fasane S. Samura in the member of the National Advisory Council we called NAC, and of course same way so instead of the chairman of the Koinodugu district APC. Then we get His Excellency Ibrahim Kamara, we popularly known as Osoya. Died very recently in been the ambassador to the Republic of Kuwait, and of course we get Mr. Edward Babatunde Blyden in the co-author of the National Pledge, where they recite daily today, say we pledge our love and loyalty to this country. And Indondai instead of be very staunch APC member. And finally, we also pay attention and pay respect to the death of Mr. Ibrahim Ajami Wuri in the regional coordinator North for the attitudinal and behavioral change ABC Secretariat, and of course now being also the Deputy Director Rapid Response now the National Youth League APC. We feel sorry and we say with condolences and with sympathy say we do our all acts because death now an inevitable end. All of us must die this one day or another. Now coming back to the program, I get very important, highly placed personalities in this country we understand issues for ethnic and talk about women them we all top positions na the government, na the democracy, na the development of a country where we love so much. On my immediate left, I get Madam Peacock, the Kaya, so Madam Maud Peacock, the Kaya, you go introduce yourself from I know it, and of course she knows a lot about women issues and about the intricacies of development na salon. And of course, next to them, we get our PS, the Permanent Secretary, now the Minister of Political and Public Affairs, he said there, and next to them, now the man with the in charge of public mobilization, what they call National Coordinator, in Mr. Usman Conte, Sanko, I beg your pardon, they're all their family on afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, Madam Maud Peacock, I want to begin with you. Directly, I want to talk to you about this. I get one issue where you look at. I don't want to go like I will give the questions there. Yeah. I want to look at this issue inside working place, what we consider with traditional attitude, what we call values. We man the look at woman for being in a kitchen, for they being they say behind every successful man, not behind for the woman for they be. What are some of the challenges what women in the face now working place on a day-to-day basis would they make it difficult for them for do their job? More like could they put them on top man as leadership position?
Okay, I want to tell you thank you for this question, Mr. Moderator. And I'll take this opportunity for extend on behalf of the Women's Forum, the National Women's Umbrella Organization, sympathy to all members of the DEB family, especially with our own minister, Honorable Dr. Sylvia Blyden, who they ask for more like a people with hope, especially at the time we get so much for doing. The question is fine. Women they face challenges you know, especially women in leadership position. Then they face challenges. And one of the main challenge now the fact that they go for work with men them of the same status. Well, we dey try for look at women's empowerment in we own cultural setting. I know say them women they within a leadership position too. Like Dr. Sierra Leone, you get Mrs. Taylor Pierce, you get Fatimata Claire Hansels, you get we honorable Nane Thomas, Dr. Sylvia Blyden, Hajanine Toure. They're conscious of the fact say they are working in a male-dominated society. And we know say where women and they work in a male-dominated society, they can therefore put extra efforts. So that they put extra efforts, you know. Then they stay focused. You know, then they carry their work with what Mickey say in a variety of styles. But all them styles say, you see what they call quiet diplomacy. Then carry their work with quiet diplomacy. If you look them in reality, that you talk plenty, you know, but you give them talk. There are people focusing on what they've been identified, you know, to have done. And then they do them in a quiet way. First, they don't sign this performance contract. We'll get a leader where, you know, they joke. In as much as they empower women, the women in the for play their roles and responsibility. Then women then sign the performance contract. And when they sign that performance contract, they know the expectation of the head of state, they know the expectations of the women them, and they know the expectations of the men them in a male-dominated society. So they sort of stay focused and double their efforts. I feel saying like that. Then they find interpersonal skills. You know, as I say, would they take 50-50 in the cultural context? However educated we are, men are men.
But let's bring in the PS. Then they did them way President Koma appointed this top, you know, strategic positions in governance. How the performance if they meet expectation, they perform at par, or not just they'll just sorry for the level say how say you know woman them we can say guess or react say out that the side that the rib they take say like just get on the side. You think say they meet expectation, they perform as to expect, and they add value to the development of the country?
Thank you, Mr. TJ Cole. Just like how I started last week, I be talk say President Nkrumah na nationalist leader, and he quite well knows say this country, the demographics is that such that we get women and we get men. And we get more women than even men in 1,000 population. And he believes say for less we don't go before, for local national development, now only when the men and the women they will work together. Only that will make this country go before. And not only that, even when it type of big woman that can assist, it's not just saying that every woman because it will empower women. You get foresight. You get a record of all the women. You don't know the history, the record of how someone they perform in the roles them before you take them in. And we don't see how their woman the way they don't get the position, how they don't perform. We can say 1, 2, 3 of them. For example, before this time, where we get NRA, for example, we get man they hold the holder position. Okay, each time they man they hold a higher position in NRA, there are a lot of complaints about the man, the corruption they are, this they are, much they for show up. But from where they made this Haja Kala Kamara, you see?
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
It does a tremendous effort to increase even the revenue base of NRA. And then Shoko be there that office, you know, the much. Again, look at Taylor Pierce, the Auditor General. Each time that one report they come out, all the way they shake. before he can't the other day, they just man when they came out, they go talk. You know, the result they come out, it be watered down. But that woman in way from where don't head institution, it they make sure they do the right job, the right report. we will make every ministry, every government institution now go make sure say it do something good for make it perform very well.
Right.
You know, so that are two one example that what they show say the woman they at par, if not more than the man there.
Right.
And the reason why the president did not make any mistake.
Right. So I'll come back.
We put in their position.
Oh, thank you very much, Please. I'll come back to you shortly. But let me go to the national coordinator with the in charge of public, mobilization. Mr. Sanko, how President Kuma don't advance the cause of gender equality and good governance na salon by in a way and manner how he administer the country.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. First, on behalf of the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs, this is a new unit we then create for make we able for educate and for sensitize the public regarding the work way government they do and the responsibility of the government and the obligations of the people to the government too. Okay, coming to the question where you ask, sir, this president, you see, let we not wait till where it go down go and the tenant will begin talking good name. Now, the term really because of the actions then.
Yes.
The man
not just intentions.
No, the man were very bold, he courageous, he very forward looking.
Okay.
Because most of the laws the way them be put against the advancement of women now based on selfishness. Society, not a law where people then sit down, now just few people them where most of the people that we be knowing and then elderly men them sit down, just connive for make sure that the old woman them down based on the selfish ego of men.
Okay.
But this is a precedent. Somebody will come. Believe you me, he decide for cut the shackles. He say no. This is not the way. Let it break away from the past. And one by one, he begin fend people them. And what's good about the work way they do, believe you me, you know they do one by politics.
Okay.
It's merit based.
Right.
Make we start from we minister, we boss na the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs.
Right.
That short term where that woman come, it changed the ministry completely.
Right.
We respect him, we like him, and we admire him. You understand?
Right.
It changed everything because it use less politics. She is full of ideas.
Right.
And you know the way they operate. Get idea, you share look when a lot try make we put. So, and I think that the same thing. I don't know what's in the guide the president in wisdom.
We can
Okay.
Like just hold it right there.
Yeah.
Family, if we just join we this na the MPP hour and with the council now on SLBC FM 100 on the radio and of course SLBC television and I deal with this one now. We talk about women where they in strategic positions inside government for bring democracy, for bring development. Now that's what they look at. And today I don't feature a couple of highly placed women, well responsible, well respectable women of substance, timber, caliber, mahogany, or what you name it. Even Iroko, if you get that country, they don't want any, they get that kind of power. They put like Honorable Dr. Bernadette Lahai, who talk to them, they don't tell me what in the make a tick. And would also talk to Madam Hadijatu Jallo of the Environment Protection Agency that must until they make waves and don't become a household name. We'll bring another video very shortly. Notwithstanding, we also looked at the work of the Legal Aid Board because the judiciary, the law courts, the prisons, so many problems, so many congestions, and the Legal Aid Board don't come for make a change. And we'll talk to Madam Claire Hansels, and she's doing a wonderful job. They go motivate una, they go tell una how it don't do and what thing it don't do and what kind of perception and what kind of difference it don't create in the society. if I want to join we, when I can call we or when I can send we text and ask questions, seek clarification, and actually make suggestions how we go before. And the number for call, if you did Africell, na 030-014-971, and if you did Airtel, na 076-955-191. And would it go back to Madam Morpikov? This question is very, very close, near and dear to my heart. Like now, what the influence President Nkrumah, for Sidom, as Mr. Sanko, the mobilization gentleman just don't mention. Now, initiative, now the way they upbringing, or now way they look around the API and what they call that Africa peer review mechanism, with the way other president and other countries they do. Now that make or because the men and also say women they play very important role now in upbringing. So only you work more that side.
I would say all round the APRM because leadership is from the mother's milk. The way in my
I like that one. I beg now for repeat again.
Yeah, leadership is from the mother's milk. Against sisters there.
Right.
The way in parents they bring her up, especially in mama. Say it make them for take leadership role. Then if you look again, President Nkrumah is action oriented. He always talk ready. In as much as it will empower women, it make the right choice. Not just any kind of woman. Because it makes sure say it choose woman them of action. Woman they will go deliver the goods. We all see say the woman they deliver the goods. So look at NRA, look at Ministry of Political Affairs, look at Ministry of Social Welfare, and we the woman then now the women's forum. We not say that they work in a male-dominated society. It's stressful. Sometimes they will say okay help them. Sometimes they could just go to the office, how you do how this is, or sometimes they for meet them, the mood, we understand the mood. Sometimes they will text, our prayers are with you. Or sometimes they give us we able, sometimes small lunch, we can go to the office. They can work again with their company woman then, knowing that, then for achieve more. And President Nkrumah, he's action oriented. And make them sign the performance contract. And they know their roles and their responsibilities through that performance contract. And as I say, they get values and they value womanhood.
Thank you very much. Madam Peacock, you make I regret why I come as man. I would like for me, woman, because this is a wonderful opportunity, woman in a salon at this particular time, and we can look at the legacy and whether the next administration will get for come, whether this policy they will carry forward. But viewers, and then they listen to me in a video, I want to sit back, make you relax. If you get soft drink, you get water, just make you watch this video, make you meet Honorable Dr. Bernadette Lahai, make you meet Madam Hadija Jallo, make you meet Madam Claire Fagmata Hansel, that the lady legal aid board. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. When we come back, we'll discuss more, but if you get anything where you want talk about the video you want contribute, don't forget the number is 030-014-971, 076-995-191. You didn't use screen and the video is ready to play. Sit back, relax, don't go away. This is not the MPP hour.
Honorable Dr. Bernadette Nyama and Lahai ni Senesi Musa. Currently, me na the minority leader na the Sierra Leone House of Parliament. They represent constituency 13, na Kenema district, we made up of part of Lower Bambara Chiefdom and the whole of Malego Chiefdom in the eastern region. After that, I go Holy Ghost Secondary School for 1 year. Na Shebuema, since he been there now close at home, Papa no be one for make I go too far away from her. So after Shebuema that 1 year, I follow up all my subjects there. Then I go Christ the King College. I do 6th form day for 1 year. That was in 1978-79 academic year. From there I go Frobe College in 1979. For 4 years, I graduated with a BA General in Geography and Sociology. I go back to Christ the King College. I teach there for 2 years. Then 1986, I go do postgraduate diploma in education. But all along, I've been one for being an agriculturist by profession, but the secondary school been going Apujong, will not be the do agriculture, and the science system not been good. So that I still been planned for pursue my dream. So after I do my diploma in education, I never go back to the classroom. I apply in Jala, I do diploma in agricultural extension and rural development. Then I did so well that I now do my masters in agricultural extension and rural development. Now there I left, they employ me as research assistant at the Institute of Agricultural Research, now Najala Agricultural Research Center. Now there I did while I did do my masters. I done, then I worked there for a few years. Then I get a British Technical Assistant Scholarship. I go University of Reading from 1994 to 1998. I finished my PhD in agricultural extension and rural development. Then I returned home in December 1998, just a week or two before the January 6th invasion. So since then, I return home. I go back to the Institute of Agricultural Research because I'm on study leave. I work there for 1 year where I return, then I get a short-term consultancy with food and agriculture as the National Women's Consultant. I've been the work for the Kabbalah Women's Organization, Agricultural Project, and the Maragiri, that na Potloko, where FAO been the sponsor. I worked there for 6 months. During that 6 month day, I able to revitalize all the agricultural activities. We build stores, we give them seed and everything for let them start again the agricultural produce. From there, I go back to the Institute of Agricultural Research again because I've been taking study leave for 6 months. Then after that, in 2000, I go na the Sierra Leone Vision 2025, where we write the vision for this country. I was the social and gender expert, and I've been with 6 experts there. So that document today is a blueprint for the development strive for the next 25 years. So I accommodate in 2002. That was the start of my parliamentary sojourn. 2002 May, I contest parliament, then I win, I can parliament. So since 2002 to date, I done the parliament. I don't head the committee on education, science and technology. I head the committee on agriculture, food security, forestry and food security. In 2007, I go to the African, Caribbean, Pacific, European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly. I represent the Sierra Leone Parliament there for 2 years. Then in 2009, October, I moved to the Pan-African Parliament. Where I day up to now in the Pan-African Parliament, I hold the position of chair for the first woman ever for hold the chair for the Permanent Committee on Transport, Industry, Communication, Energy, Science and Technology for 3 years. From there again, in 2015, I contest for Vice President for the Pan-African Parliament, the first West African woman for ever get a position. So currently, me and the Vice President of the Pan-African Parliament since 2015. I go to a boys' school in Holy Ghost, and then I go to a boys' school in Christ the King College. Again, when you see, where you guys and mix with boys, sometimes it's a big challenge. But I've been also have a good sense of myself, a good sense of my capability and whatever as a small girl. So if I will go CKC, them boys and they say, oh, then I get picking, they'll come on a village, they will beat you. Where will take the first exam, The boy then they 5th, 6th, 7th, the girls that will they 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So then begin the respect to it, and that been continue for build with self-confidence. I done Frobe College. I teach for 2 years, then I go back, I do my agriculture, then my first employment I be the Institute of Agricultural Research. Again, when you work at the research institute, then now so man them. I remember now with 3 or 4 normal be women researchers then. That was a big challenge because there's always this perception when una dey work with men that you are no good and everything. Then it happen say we also be married, and we were young, we start for born with pikin dem. I start me first two pikin dem I born dem na July, you know. The first one I dey do my masters, the second one I just don done, I don get me work. And so for let you go on maternity leave, you know, that na be a big challenge. The bosses, the owner, the man, they're not happy. Hey, then they can't born no more. But you know, we stood our ground, but we also, you know, were able for do research work, able for write award-winning project proposals. We were able to publish in good journals then by that time there. So again, you know, working in a male preserve, you know, can be a challenge if you don't know what you dey do. Then we kind of parliament now, yeah. Of course, parliament is a whole again new. Usai, you know, parliament has been the preserve of women, of men, and even now when we look at globally, you know, less than 30% of all parliamentarians in the world are women. So again, it gets in your challenges there. So one, as a village girl, as a girl coming from a polygamous family, from a rural family, from a poor family, I don't break the gender barrier, I don't break the gender class ceiling for really against all odds go to university and get a first degree, a second degree, a PhD, you know, and you know, come up to this level. I think waiting that message the saying is that you can be anything you want to be. Your destiny is also not limited by your gender, and therefore finally any woman, irrespective of waiting a station in life, for no say, you know, we have a few women then at the country now we don't against all odds, we don't make it. So I'm a role model in my own right. Let woman then get pikin and content, and let the mommy then also tie the oja for them for the pikin then. So mommy then the way I shall be all over everything, I shall be everything. But when teacher say when I bring this, the mommy then go grumble. Of course, we will not say the teachers they exploit the people there because things are difficult. But then basic things and therefore you picking there, you for go all out. My mama no market not the way not selling at the word. When time come for orange, it dey sell orange. After school, we go peel and we go sell am car. Now morning, mama go make akara for us. We sell am at the township quick. Then we come out, we dress, then you get body to akara, we eat, we go school.
Me the executive chairperson of the Environmental Protection Agency. The Environmental Protection Agency, now the main body within our government, where it protects the environment. Well, first and foremost, I will get through the graciousness of His Excellency the President who appoints me, because this appointment that comes from the President himself, but I go Aniwash school. From Aniwash, I go Fabric College. From Fabric College, I go to the University of Lagos. I get a LLB. Then I do another master's in Nigeria. When I done in 1997, I do another master's in environmental law at the George Washington University. When I finished at George Washington University, I worked for the UN for some time, and then I get this appointment. So through hard work and dedication and love of studies, and I make a find myself at this position because I really am passionate about environment. As my family they know, the EPA then being set up, the EPA in 2008, but it not been become fully operational till 2010. At the time when they set up, we only been get 5 employees, and we not been get office space. In fact, we can just get 2 rooms then when we operate, and that time we not been get motorcar, we not been get nothing. But we tell God thank you, thanks to the commitment and the TINAP way the president TINAP environmental business, because he don't see environment and development now they will join hand. If you want to make development go before, you get to take care of the environment, because environment need all thing at this world, the natural resources, the air, the water, all thing. So in CISA, environmental issues very, very important. So in commitment, nationally, then we echo also internationally. So when we go for help, we can get a lot of goodwill. And now that's through that, we've been able to build the agency from 4-5 people then to over 80 staff. And we now get 3 regional offices, Kono, we get office in Abu, we get in Amakeni. And we don't come up from just 2 green room to a 4-story building now. And tell God thank you, we don't get about 15 to 16 more to cut them. And tell God thank you, not to government buy them. We take our own resources and we talk to Paddy and the UNDP and EU, where they buy the municipality will be really used for doing it. We don't do plenty to them. That's not just in terms of for build the capacity of the agency and for increased logistics. Now, as an agency, we in the first agency, we don't ever do a state of the environment report.
Right.
We'd also do a state of the marine report where they report about marine resources. Marine resources is very important for all man because fish, nothing we all man eat, and anything will affect the fish go affect even motor man and well body because most of we na we use for protein. So we don't do study on that one day. That's not the first one. Wherever they don't do na salon. Then, well, in every book what they do, you must get challenges.
That's right.
But the first thing you get for put faith in God, Almighty will create you, wherever you can at this world. And we believe say all man get a purpose in this world. So sometimes when we meet you challenge, you get for go back to God and ask him to give wisdom. And I think through God's grace, and I say through the commitment of the staff and board of directors who I get, but what are the challenges then we're able to overcome? First and foremost, you know, say we people there plenty no one for comply with the law. So that's the first major challenge we will get. So you see some of the people then they conspire with other people then for destroy the environment because people then get this attitude, unfortunately, that anything goes in a free time. Nothing that they come up behind that. And at the end of the day, now we people them go suffer, something not go suffer today, but 5 years, 10 years down the road, then go begin to see the impact of that activity where that motor man don't do. And the other challenge really what we get now lack of appreciation what people then get for the environment. Important for me people to understand say even the air where they breathe, now the environment. So if person they do an activity where you breathe, it will cause you for inhale something, then bad gas or what we call pollutants and particulates by English. And that thing if you don't digest, you'll give sick cancer. So if you get all the money in the world, you don't get good health and you don't get long life, it's meaningless. So a society for make it develop and make it develop fine, you get for integrate, you get for put inside environment. Like where they so close. That where they pull that needle and thread, part of that needle and thread get for being environmental issues. Because environmental even water. If you get all the money in the world, if you build the big mansion, you don't get water for drink, you don't get water even for cleaning your house. That mansion don't mean nothing. So now the lack of appreciation, but I tell God thank you, where we don't set up the nature clubs because we get over 140 nature clubs now around the country. We begin them, don't begin for appreciate saying if them get for enjoy this country, we get for start for protect. I think one of the greatest legacies now the environmental clubs. And through the environmental clubs, we can go get a greater appreciation for the environment and ultimately for the country. So then Pekinen will grow up into adults. So when they will reach real age group, with the hope say, then go make sure that any development really can. environment line in the put it for. The other thing where I feel saying we greatest legacy. Now people the knowledge about the environment. We don't engage in what we call the village to village sensitization. We go to every single village. We talk to the people then. With people then now they understand about issues of climate change, and they understand about pollution. Then they understand say certain things if they continue for doing it will contaminate that land. The water when they will drink, it will unbulk, and it will unbulk self in our body. So that appreciation, that awareness about environmental issues. Now one of the things like this is when we're able for that. We also try for complete one of the first, if not the first, eco building in Sierra Leone. That building where we will complete time, we will do water harvesting. Over 60 to 70% will be solar energy, and we will make sure say it try for meet 75% of what we call LED standards, energy efficiency standard for building. So now we hope say when we don't build it will serve as a model. It will serve as a model for the construction of other buildings in Sierra Leone. To young girls and women in general, that nothing in life, if you put your mind to it, is impossible. Sometimes situations could be challenging, but you first have to talk to God and make God give you the strength. After that one, then you self get to contribute by working hard. Then you also forget integrity. Integrity is everything, because once you lose your integrity, in my personal opinion, you lose everything. So it's very important for people to learn to be truthful, learn to do things with the country at heart. Love of country is paramount for all things. Make the agenda always be the agenda for the people of this country, not the agenda of personal gain or for your pocket. With that, honestly, I believe that anybody with setting mind to it will be successful.
What do you think about this? When they say a woman's place in the kitchen, or a woman to be hard and not seen, not hard, or behind every successful man? What do you think to that? What do you want to say to that perception?
I have to be very honest with you. I'm quite a traditional woman,
Okay.
as you see me. So I'm quite traditional. I believe that we still therefore uphold the values and the traditions. I'm very happily married and I have a home, children. But at the same time, I believe that a woman has a right to have a profession. When you get your profession, that not mean for say you go forget your culture. That might mean for say you go forget to be a mother and you forget the traditional values. For me, I think say it is possible make you get your traditional values and at the same time be a professional woman.
Mina Fatmata Claire Kaltinansis, the Executive Director of Sierra Leone Legal Aid Board. The Legal Aid Board in 2012, Parliament passed the Act. The Act saying that will provide legal education, legal representation, legal assistance, and for make sure say we attend to community level problems, we attend to commercially driven disputes. And at the same time also the mandate call for men, women, and children. Children are especially 0 to 18, and the aged and retired people, legal aid is automatic. Because then category they know they work and they know they earn. The working population of men and women, we get to what they call the indigents. If they earn above the minimum wage of 500,000 euros, definitely you know for qualify for legal aid. If you below 500,000 euros, you qualify. If you above 500,000 euros, in exceptional circumstances, it be say because when case car times they lost you work, they suspend you. If not business, you know they able for do them again. Automatically, your status they reverse. And if there instances, then there you come, you complete the application form, we look inside there, we do your small investigation, we find out saying that true, we can help you. Legal aid board don dey now serving nationwide, but in 7 locations we have full-time lawyers. In Freetown, Lamina Sanko Street, 1st floor, we dey run a very big legal clinic where they look at matters through the alternative dispute resolution. Well, first of all, I want to take this opportunity for thank His Excellency President Ernest Bai Kromah for the opportunity he give me for serve. And I tell a specific thank you because my own specialization na human rights law. I work na the Special Court for Sierra Leone for 11.5 years, and me na been the principal defender. I was principal defender for over 7 years. I've been there in charge of Charles Taylor. I've been there in charge of all the prisoners in Rwanda. I've been there spend time in The Hague. I work at The Hague. I work at Freetown. I've also covered the courts internationally. I was the voice of the court. And inside there, we be always, with all the experience we will get for do legal aid at international level, and for make sure say we successfully close the courts. Like you always remember after the final verdict, making sure we took all prisoners who said they were supposed to pay, look at what their issues are, eventually I left the job. And then with our wealth of experience, it was like, why don't I bring it home? Not of a go no more internationally, you go take other jobs. It's not all about money. You come back with the experience, you're able to serve. I don't do over 20 years at the Bar of Sierra Leone, and I feel say it's an opportunity. Because when we in the past, wise we dey with diplomatic figures, because at that level day you are a diplomat, you get people, you get everything. I mean always the eye Pademba Road, for instance. Say there is so much which us Sierra Leonean human rights lawyers will constructively do. And in fact, in the Second World Legal Aid Conference that I also attend, President Kromah was commended for giving human rights lawyers an opportunity to operate within the system in an open, fair, and justiciable manner. So much so that now in just a year, Legal Aid Board is a household name. It's teamwork. We're in so many locations. We're in Bo, we're in Kenema, we're in Makini, we're in Moyamba, we're in Bono, we are also in Budloko, we are everywhere now. And recently we trained 35 paralegals who we don't deploy nationwide as far as Bond Island. And these are working with traditional authorities, local courts, the magistrates, the people, and bringing rule of law and access to justice issues. Because justice be don't can last in this country. The poor man don't feel safe. Feel say at any time they go arrest him, nobody no go for him. I mean, when we begin, the jails were full. The jails they still full. So when I'm not really glad they say we don't get that level of success. Now you find out say them feds will be they been at their street corners. The way people they take the law into their own hands, it minimize a lot. Because we do clean in the legal clinics who they run around the country. You get people the way they count all kind of case, mama and papa. This man a born pikin with him, he no want maintenance the pikin, and so he left me. Husband and wife, you go hear some man come, he say this woman no they serve me. You go hear some woman come, this man no they put chop money, he no peace in there. You go see some woman come, he say this one are for molest me no more. You go see the cow with picking them, they say look then they go school. And when they say school they open September or the other time, Legal Aid Board is a clinic for children. So many single parents come. And interesting, you go see some man, even the car don't sign the maintenance order, the school fee, the counter, the uniform, he don't go swam, the school bag, he don't buy them, the picking shoes to toys. Because then when people come, we tell them there are 2 roads. You either want to go the gentle road or you want to go the brutal road. There is the court team, ready, able, and willing. No, they are junk case, they go court. I'll tell you, if na maintenance, you better off now for sign with order than you go meet the lawyer in a court. They will go tell the judge say, we don't tie as Legal Aid Board, but this man not seem for one for respect the law, or this woman no one respect the law. That is my daily preoccupation. Because when you are a pioneer, you are beginning a whole concept which is part of government, a whole professional field. where people just take for granted. But when you dey shape them, and the more they appreciate, say, hey, so this kind of institution dey. Yes, and this kind of institution for do this. And you're starting small amidst challenges of austerity, challenges of trying to meet staff expectation, trying to manage the huge public expectation. Of course, you have to leave structures behind. Those are what you'll be remembered by. And you for try as soon as you can, if you get a success story, for filter right down to community level. Because when you're talking about justice issues, you talk about the ordinary man and the street, when you talk about the gentry member, you talk about everybody within the community. How you the judge case that use between Pikile, between here you wealth, between here you family there, between here you neighbor, and you they obey your basic obligations.
Welcome back to the MPP Hour na SABC Radio and Television. If we are just join, we look at women within we all top government position them and with the development of this country. When I just watch the lady with the in charge of legal aid board, where Madam Claire Hansels now not just Carlton Hansels now not just don't see before that time we na see Madam Hadijatu Jallo within the Environment Protection Agency, and the first one we first talk now no less a person than the Honorable Dr. Bernadette live at the minority leader at the House of Parliament here in Afritoya. So when I don't see the video, they go before I bring the panel them, I get one or two issues them what people when they watch the program say they want to let's just say one word more, and that they send them by way of text. One say it is no mistake where President Nkrumah appoint women them in a strategic position. They say because women them they're less prone for make them they do other calling they corrupt. They're not corrupt like the man counterpart them. The other man say, Mr. President, you for appoint woman, you for choose woman for succeed you, where you they go. And the final one say the current Minister of Political and Public Affairs don't transform the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs. That Madam Nane Thomas Wade tell and thank you. Madam Peacock, you don't watch the video. What do you think?
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Just as waiting Claire Hansel say, you know, when you in a certain position, you have to leave structures behind. You just don't talk say the Ministry of Public and Political Affairs. This MPP are a very laudable structure.
Right.
Then Honorable Bernadette he said we can do anything with destiny in we hand. Let we just stay focused, you know. But we don't talk about that. Then Madam Jallo, he say put God first. Use your integrity, and above all, he say like your country, be patriotic.
Right.
You know all the ingredients in this, and that make them able to face the challenges and contribute meaningfully and significantly to the development of Sierra Leone. I tell them thank you.
Thank you very much. P.S. You see the video?
Yeah, cool.
Right.
To me, the video don't show how women they get the capacity for perform in terms of national development. I want to believe say that video will just as inspiration and motivation for other women. For many say as long as they're ready and they do their best, one day, they say will get similar role for play. Because they had the president day, and not say the next president say they will believe in the same belief in women and men. That this nation only men and women can come together for making progress.
Yes.
And therefore that woman there we still there. What it don't start is still a small scale. President Nkrumah not a lot, it don't increase, it don't raise the bar, but not too very high. They want time perhaps one day to Rwanda. We will get women, they play more role for us than even men. Right. So maybe this become an inspiration for other women there. Okay. For men ready they say for tomorrow, they say we'll get that order for play for how this country go before. That's only when we come together and we'll be patriotic. Now all go do information before. So make the woman folk they tell the oja, make the one that would make they continue for stride more, and the one that would they say the office, make they do more, make people they see them. Right. So they say can for play the whole role for that we have this country for go before.
Thank you. Public mobilization. Usman Sampo.
Well, the videos them, they intend for support the belief and the appreciation what we get for the president. Because all them people then they way them profile. now people the way they are overachievers in terms of academic excellence. They educate. So not to forsake no more, oh, then yeah, post no more because na woman. So now America been talk say, this president, a president will like merit, you know, not to politics. He is not too much partisan in appointing the people there. As time they go on, where with the profile more of them woman there, then we see say, not to politics, now merit.
All right.
And this idea, one, the country the benefit, and two, the homes themselves.
Yeah.
Because now, where you get your wife the work, that will take the burden on the man.
Right.
Then, in terms of the performance, now the institutions that win and the end, then they do extremely well.
Well, thank
so
you very
once
much,
more,
Mr.
we
Sako.
thank the president, and we hope say the next post you will get for camp.
But that is it.
You understand?
Now that have been just one as a final word. Now this are just less than 1 minute a bit. When I think say this kind program with the gentleman not set by way of legacy, the next administration for adopt time and continue with it.
Certainly.
Yeah, one line.
Certainly
Yes.
for them, you know. And me one call on H. That more the Peacock Hostel and Miltimagai College. Lay contribute towards the building.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, Mr. Pierce.
Well, like I say in my father's statement, me one law with Rwanda, who said women and men they play equal role, equal government position.
Mr. Sako.
Well, there are certain things that way you know go stop. Once you don't begin them, you know stop them.
That's how they draw the curtain. That's how they draw the curtains on the MPP hour for this week. When we participate, we tell you, take we now send text them next week until we meet again next week on behalf of the Minister of Political and Public Affairs, and Deputy, and the general staff them, and of course the production team and me they bring the program. Until we see again, tata, bye-bye. Thank you very much. We're there again by God in power. 1 o'clock sharp next week, Wednesday. Till then, have fun.